My name's Odette and this is Advanced Pilates Flow. Let's reach up, interlace the fingers and stretch side to side. Let's reach forward, interlace the fingers and breathe into the back as we expand the back, close the front. Then we'll interlace behind the back and drop forward into a forward fold. Elephant, marching those legs to stretch out the back before we come into downward dog. Hips are high, heels are marching low one at a time. Keep breathing, keep achieving. You're going to find yourself in a plank, to push up, to deep lunge on the right hand side. The right arm reaches and circles, the left hip drops to the mat. We are trying to create length in the back leg. We are trying to open up those hips and we're keeping the core engaged as we warm up the body. We have a push-up to reset on the left-hand side as the leg comes into lunge position and circle that arm. 5 reps, breathing deep and stretching long. Prepare to finish up on your last rep, ready for pigeon pose. This means we come into plank position, our right knee drives forward in between the hands and the heel pops to the opposite hip. We reach long with the arms and legs, then we come into a high pigeon pose with the hands under shoulders, knee popped off the ground. Then we grab the back foot to left hand, reach the right arm to ceiling. Ready for a 3-legged dog. You're going to punch that leg, right leg up to ceiling and then all the way through back to pigeon and reach both hands to ceiling as we keep the abs switched on strong. And it's pigeon, core, reach, back to 3-legged dog. Create longer lines each rep. You have 5 reps in total. So give us another 2 before we switch sides. All right, we're on our left. Remember, we need to stretch first. So reach arms and legs long, take a breath in. Then we open up the front line of the body as we lift the chest and back knee. And then we grab our back foot, right hand to right foot, left arm to ceiling. And then we go into 3-legged dog to pigeon, reach. And this is number 2. Reach. Good. Strong every rep. I love this sequence. It feels so good to warm up the body, but I feel so strong doing it, and I know you will too. Keep it moving. And we're going to finish up on all fours, ready to stretch our groin or our adductor group. So from all fours position, kick out your left leg. My left leg extends, and then I bring the elbow and knee together as strongly as I possibly can, and then I bring them out to the side of the body, fire hydrant with the knee and the elbow out to the side. Then we go back to swimming, kicking long, and then to the side. Now, you can make this as intense as you want by creating that resistance from the elbow and knee driving into one another. Up to you. You can bring them in softly, or you can bring it in and hold with intensity. Your aim is to keep your core engaged and work around your shoulder blades and your glutes. Once you've done at least 5 reps, we switch to the other side. Elbow and knee together, out to the side. Elbow and knee together, reach long. Good. Bring it all in, out to the side. Feel the connection, shoulder blade to glute. Reach long without the trap or the neck having to do any work here. Your aim is around strength and precision within this movement. Slow and controlled. Love your focus, love your work. Finish up on that last rep. All right. Our next exercise is the modified saw. So I'm wrapping my left leg back behind me and reaching to my opposite, my right pinky toe with my left hand. So my left hand reaches to the right, and then I twist and breathe in as I look back and exhale to reach forward. Twist, breathe in, exhale to reach and stretch all the way along that right hamstring, all the way to the toes. Flex at the ankle if you want more out of it. Ready to set up on the other side? You only have 5 or 6 reps, depending on how fast you want to go today. Okay, breath in to twist, breath out to stretch. Breath in to twist, and reach those arms in opposite directions if you can. So try and get a full stretch, fingertips to toes, all the way to our nose. Let's prep for our next exercise, which is our hip bridges. Just slide those heels in, bend your knees, bring your shoulder blades back and down, and lift those hips to ceiling. Make sure it's a nice hinge right at your hip joint, and you're keeping your shoulder blades in place the entire time. Aim to create a straight line, knee, hip to shoulders. Aim for 10 reps with a big squeeze of the glutes right at the top of the movement. We are going to add on with marching. My right knee hits tabletop, then my left. We keep everything level at those hips, and we keep our shoulder blades engaged, our core on, our spine long, and we're smashing it, guys. After your 10 reps, here's the add-on. We go into single leg bridges. Let's go. These ones are pretty difficult, so stay with it. Use your core, use your breath to really help you on these last reps. 5 all up. And we have one more add-on from here. It is, or it looks like a breakdancing move, and it might be, but we're reaching for opposite foot to hand. Let's go. Keep those hips high. Stay engaged at the shoulder blade and the shoulder joint. Okay, drive into the foot. Push out of the hand. Keep those hips high. One more each side. I love it. Good work. Okay, let's prep for our next exercise, which is the full saw. Our hands are out wide, our feet are out wide. We twist, we reach to the opposite pinky toe. Good. Aim for about 10 reps. You can slow it down or speed it up. I want you to reach your arms away from one another as you reach to the foot. I want you to keep your hips on the mat. I want you to breathe out as you reach and breathe in as you twist. And just aim to feel that nice stretch in the back line of the body. Well, that was a nice recovery before our supine bridge lift. Fingertips are towards the feet, shoulder blades are back and down, core is on, glutes are squeezing, and we lift all the way up to bridge. Now we kick right leg to ceiling, left leg to ceiling. Drive through your heels, keep your hamstring and glutes engaged to keep us lifted. Try and keep the hips square, abs on, shoulder blades strong, and we are almost at our last rep, ready to sit down and reach for the toes. Our next exercise is our roll up. So our legs are extended, our arms reach to ceiling. We peel down to the mat first, just to roll ourselves all the way back up. Aim for about 5 reps in total. You want to think about quality of movement here. We want intersegmental control of the spine as we roll up and down. So C-shaped curve with the lower back first. Pull the abs in strongly. Keep the neck and the shoulders relaxed as you roll down and all the way back up. Ready for our next exercise? We're going to come into scissors as we kick the legs to ceiling and double pulse, stretch the hamstrings. We can lift our head up off the mat as we go for 10 reps, and then we'll go into singles straight after our 10 reps. Keep the abs pulling in and really engage the leg muscles here. Ready for single pulses? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Relax by just circling the knees out and taking a deeper breath, relaxing the abdominal wall for a moment. Change direction. And our next exercise will be our glute bridges. So first of all, we'll do a diamond-shaped bridge with the feet close together and the knees out. We're lifting straight up and down. You shouldn't be lifting your rib cage. You should be aiming to lift your hip bones. Feet flat on the floor, ribs pull down as hips lift up. We'll change the position of our feet after 10 reps. Shuffle your feet further down the mat. Heels dig into the floor and pull towards you. This targets the hamstrings. So as you lift the hips up, pull the heels closer to your hips. On your last reps, prep for the next position with the knees are now close together. Feet are out nice and wide, and we have to use a little bit more strength in those glutes to keep those knees in towards one another as we lift and lower. So use that little out breath, get the core engaged, and strengthen all of those muscles that insert into the hip. Let's keep it moving. We've got a single leg glute bridge with the right leg coming up to ceiling for 5 reps. 4, hips stay level, drive through the left foot and left hip reaches up, and vice versa, 5 reps. And then we have another little add-on, guys, to make it even more juicy. All right, once we've done our 5, switch back to the right side, reach the left arm to the knee, and then you kick both arm and leg away from midline, 10 reps. Keeping strong, keeping high in the hips and breathing into each rep. Switching sides, make sure you drive down into the foot tripod. The foot speaks to the core. It keeps those hips nice and level. All right, let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and finish up on your last one. Let's set up for climb the tree. Kick the right leg to ceiling, walk your hands up to your ankle and circle your left hand back behind you, roll back down. Doing it all again. Sit up, reach and return to the mat. Exhale, open up that position at the top of the movement. Left leg, walk up to the ankle and right arm circles back. Good. We try to keep the hips square and just rotate the T-spine and the arm. Good. Really strong core, really strong hip flexors here. Excellent. Both legs now kick into open leg rocker. We need to find that momentum as we rock back in between the shoulder blades and then back onto the tailbone. Good. If you need to bend your knees at this point, do so, but try and find that C-shaped curve with the spine, abs pulling in, and then find the position where you can balance on the sit bones. Okay, can we add on with a teaser as we roll down? Arms and legs hit the mat, reach up, over to the ankles, and back down. Woo, that was a bit of a challenge. Let's make it a little prettier. Sitting all the way up, and then reach, roll down, arms and legs, sit up. Pete came to see me. Pete is the peacock who always comes to see me when I'm in the hangar at work. This is where I'm filming. So anyway, let's fast forward. Okay, I'm back. Look, we had enough of the teaser. I'm sure you did. Let's go to a side lying position, and run de jambe is the move. And we have the leg circling as big as we possibly can, but the rest of the body remains pretty still, okay? So I can either bend my lower knee if I'm too unstable in this position, or bring my top hand in front of my chest. Otherwise, this is the full version because it's advanced. Finishing up on that last rep, we come into side bend. Knees are bent and we lift the hips to ceiling. Reach the top arm and leg away from one another and then bring them back together strongly. Our aim is to just keep a really strong side plank position as we challenge it with the arm and leg moving. 10 reps, and then we switch sides, going back to our rond de jambe. Let's do this. Big circles. Feel the strength deep in your hip socket. What is moving? What is strong throughout the movement? Can we get the leg all the way back past the hip line? 5 reps, 5 deep breaths that coordinate with the movement. Then we're back into our side bend. So finish up on that last one. Elbow slides in underneath shoulder and we lift up nice and high. Reach and pull everything back in strongly. 10 reps all up, or you can modify it. You can go slower, you can go faster. Up to you. Finishing up on that last one, ready for swimming just with our legs. So prone position, belly button up off the mat, lift those elbows, lift those legs and kick. I want the kick to come all the way from the hip. You are not bending your knees, you are lifting your thighs up off the mat and elongating your spine. All right, it's time to bend the knees, lift and circle the arms to your lower back, and then we have our heel lifts to ceiling for 5. 4, we lift those thighs, squeeze the heels together, keep the upper body still, circle the arms, another 5 reps, good, keep that belly button pulling in, squeeze the glutes, 1 more circle and another 5 lifts after that. So range of motion at the shoulder and range of motion at the hip. I can only get my legs up a little bit off the ground, that's okay. Last circle to finish off there. We extend the legs and we're swimming 1 more time. Elbows lift, head lifts. We're still looking down at the mat, okay? Pull the belly button to spine and get those thighs lifting without a knee bend. Let's recover in a child's pose. We are almost finished, guys. You have done so well. So to finish off here, we're going to come into a down dog position. Walk the hands back underneath the hips. Shake any tension out of the neck. Let the head hang. Roll up, reach up, and thanks for joining me. See you next time.